He's invited me to go motorbike riding again. Awesome. Now, I thought I had a lot less time than I do, but there seems to be time left. So I'd love to ask for some volunteers to come up and share some great testimonials. So if you can give them a round of applause, we're going to have 3 people come up, some short, sharp, impactful testimonials. Oh, they deserve a little bit more of a round of applause than that. Amanda, I'm so sorry. Rob, that's right, Rob. I really want to say Rob because I thought that's the other Rob. So the next one I want to look at, beautiful piece of advice by Danny Robertson: be brief, be brilliant, be gone. Sometimes we need to do things in. I'm not calling for everyone to come. Sorry, it's only these 3. Hello, sweetie. I didn't. Yeah, sorry, sweetie. I've already sort of vetted these ones. I appreciate it, but I'll get you to just back down there for me, please. I've already spoken to these people about what we're doing. This wasn't a call for general testimonials. Sorry for the miscommunication. Okay, give a round of applause anyway. Very brave. So, less can be more. If I'm in a shopping centre line and I'm connecting with someone, sometimes I've only got 30 seconds to talk to them. So it's also good to, once you've developed your story and developed other people's stories, is to start to do different versions, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 2 minutes. Now, I don't learn these things word for word, but I learn the principles behind the conversation. And people always say to me, wow, that's amazing, how do you do that? It's because I follow the principles. If you know the principles, you don't need to memorize it. Okay? You may need to play with the words and get into a rhythm to start with, but then after a while you just flow with the principles of the conversation. So, there's also product testimonials and there's business testimonials. And depending on the person's need and want, you need to have both to be able to support them, right? So, put your hands together for Lorna Glover because she gives a 60-second business testimonial. There's a timer down there, Lorna.
Great. Is this on? Yes. So my name is Lorna. I'm an allied health practitioner, and I started a fabulous rehabilitation clinic some years ago, and it was a dream business, but it didn't turn into a dream business. It was very difficult to get like-minded practitioners, and I ended up doing all the work and not getting paid. So basically after 3.5 years, I had more money going out than coming in. I think a lot of small business owners can relate to that. And I paid my staff more than I paid myself. So that was life before ASEA, and then ASEA entered my life, and I really was using it more probably as a practitioner, as a product use, rather than the business side of things. But I could turn over $600 worth of product in profit to help pay my rent in the clinic. And that was huge when I was just battling to try and rob Peter to pay Paul the whole time. And in addition to that, then the ASEA business started paying me an income, which was actually more than at that time I could afford to pay myself in the clinic. So that was a huge relief because I felt the whole time that I was giving to everybody else and not being able to take back to give to my family. And that really hurt our family, and it took a long time for me to realise that. But when I look at how ASEA helped me through that period, it's absolute gold. You can't even put a dollar value to what actually came into my life as a result of that change.
Rob, would you like to share a product testimony? And just on that, like we need to be compliant with medical terms and not talking about disease names, it's important not to overstate or falsely claim about income as well. You don't need to, right? You do the work in this business, you get paid. So that's, who could relate to Lorna's story, who's been in small business, yeah? It's important. You've been through the stress. That's important to get paid. Over to you, Robbie. Would you like to give us a 2-minute product testimonial? This is how I say to people when I'm leading them in as well. I say, Robbie, could you please give us a 2-minute product testimonial without mentioning medical names or diseases? Introduce yourself and tell us what happened for you.
Thanks, Justin. My name's Robbie Rand. I'm an earth moving and transport contractor from Toowoomba, and I've worked for myself all my life. A few years back now, I suffered a pretty serious health challenge. I got
All right, just get closer to the mouth.
a nasty little aggressive bug in my leg, and it literally turned my life upside down overnight. I spent a long time in ICU in hospital, a long time recovering, and it took me quite a few years to start to get over it. Then I picked up a nasty little couple of viruses that caused chronic fatigue and just about wiped me out. I was to the stage that I'd almost ready to sell my businesses because I couldn't go on. And lucky for me, I was introduced to the redox supplement and the redox gel, and I started consuming it, and I was consuming a double dose. I was taking 120ml water a night and rubbing the gel on my leg because for pain management. At about the 2.5 month mark, I started noticing some serious road to recovery, and I've just gone from strength to strength. At the 12-month mark, I was back working to normal, and I've always worked like a crazy person, workaholic, and I'd have to estimate now that I'm probably working as hard as I was when I was 40-year-old, and I'm a little bit older than Mel now. He's 44 and I'm 50, so yeah, look, I owe my life and my work career to Asia, because I don't know where I'd be if I didn't get introduced to it and come across it.
Good man, thank you so much, Rob. Give him a round of applause. So it could slightly be tweaked by, instead of saying chronic fatigue, saying fatigue issues. So it doesn't take much. Doesn't take much to just change the language, and it's just a lot more compliant. Thank you so much, Robbie. Amanda, thank you for volunteering. Amanda's going to give us a 2-minute product testimonial, and give her a round of applause. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Amanda Bradford. I am an ex-banker, come homeschooling mother of an awesome 6-year-old from Toowoomba. We were introduced to this product when our first fur baby, our little mate, he was 12 or 12 and a half at the time, and he got diagnosed with a very high white cell count, and extremely high. And the vet had said to us, look, take him home and see how long you get. It might be a couple of weeks. And his legs were falling out from underneath him and he'd gone blind. And we were just about to take him to the vet, and we were introduced to the product. And I'm pretty sure that my husband flooded him with it. We just got the little syringe, 5ml syringe, and we just kept giving him that orally, repetitively for 2 weeks, so maybe every few hours. Within 2 weeks, we found that he could walk again and see again, and we just kept giving it to him. And he increased in mobility and and just quality of life, really. We got an extra 2.5, almost 3 years with him. So he's only just gone just recently at the age of 15. Redox for us, I was always into health and wellness before, but this has just changed our life. It's just made us feel a lot more empowered in our health and wellness in general.
Great work, nailed it. So I hope that's been helpful for you to see some demonstrations, to consider some different concepts about how you tell your story. Practice it, refine it, get better and better at it, play with each other. I always encourage people when they come to ASEA events like this to go around and network the network. Ask the room, what's your ASEA story? We're an ASEA family, and the more we can know about each other and learn from each other and cooperate with each other, the stronger we're all going to be. Yeah? So I wish you all the very best in your ASEA journey. Thank you so much. I'm going to be gone.